Okay, great. So I think we're live and we are recording. So it's so nice to see you again
And
after
you?
your training. So you did the trauma-informed spiritual facilitator training,
Yep.
which included the 7 steps to spiritual alchemy coaching program and the awakened heart healing as well.
Yeah.
And you'd like to discuss the 7 steps, is that right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so tell me how I can help you.
So I already use it quite a lot in my clinic. Really popular. I do it in a meditation form as well, but I want to look at taking it online. Uh,
Yeah, so tell me first of all, like it's really cool to know that you're doing it because you were setting up your wellness center, weren't you, last time we spoke?
yeah. So
That's incredible.
now.
It's been a year now.
Mm,
That is amazing.
yeah.
So what effects have you been, tell me how you've been using it.
So I do Reiki, so Reiki master, that's my passion. But after people have done quite a few sessions of Reiki or get to a point where I know them, I know their energy, where they're blocked really and what they're working with, this is the program then I go on to. That's my step after that, and then we go a lot more deeper and I get to know them on a different level and help them, and they've built trust with me, so I think it just works really, really well.
I think it's such an amazing tool to work with people who are interested in Reiki because it's obviously such a good tie. And so you're able to help them transition to go that one step deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you find that's an easy kind of step?
Yeah, once I've done a few Reikis, definitely, because they tend to come a bit skeptical, not sure. Then Reiki breaks them in, and then they slowly opening up or breaking the ice, because I do a lot of trauma work. That's mainly all my work really. And then then that rapport's there, but they then know there's more stuff, and then they want to dig in then to the why, how, what.
And
Um,
how are you working with them then? Are you doing it over 7 weeks or?
I do it over 14 weeks. I give 2 weeks in between just to do the reflection on the homework, and then the next stage to then come back for the appointment, just so it's not.
That's perfect. Well done, you. That is brilliant. I'm so happy to hear this. So, what kind of transformation are you making with this system?
Massive, massive. Like the amount of people that constantly say you've changed my life. It's the biggest thing I've done. I've had realizations. And sometimes just knowing that even any healing is not to blame, it's to understand. And that I think this program really does that for people. Okay, that's why I act like this now. That's maybe why I've got them traits. Maybe that, rather than going back all the time and hanging on to what's happened and different bits. So they just say, oh, look at it, and you've opened up things I never thought of, but in a good way.
What do you think? Because I notice with clients, they kind of say the same thing. What have you been noticing they've been saying after this is, what it's done for them?
They look at life completely different. They don't accept rubbish really. They accept their value. They've done that much work and reflection. They now know their weakness, or they know where they're going wrong, should I say, to put it in easy terms. And they are now staying out of them situations or reflecting, and they see how people treat them. It basically opens their eyes to.
Awareness.
Yes, massive.
That's so, so good. Well done, you. That's brilliant. So, the next step now is the awakened heart healing, running retreats and circles.
Yes. See, I want to do a circle because I do Reiki shares anyway. So and I do kind of the meditation in the 7 steps in a circle.
Yeah, brilliant.
I do it raising the vibration. So I do that on a weekly basis in a group. So yeah, I'd love to do that. Is the next step. I know that. But I will fit it in.
Because the awakened heart healing will take them even deeper again.
I know. I know. I just got to, like you say, it's being honest with myself. I've got to do it myself, like go through it as always, and then do it, facilitate it.
But you're doing the right thing. You're trying, you're testing, you're cutting your teeth, you're weaving your craft, you're getting confident in the product and in yourself and the facilitation that you're creating and the healing space. And then the next step will be that it's not great to try and do everything together. It's so overwhelming. You won't appreciate the work. So it's always a good way to try it out, to do it on clients, understand what you can do with it, and then move on to the next step. So have you been getting testimonials?
Yeah, I'm just building that as well now. So I'm having content created, so people are like recording bits and parts, so I can build a thing and then put the testimonials in properly. And that's where I want to then do it online. Is
Yeah.
the next step of it. I love it in person, but I just know I could reach so many more. And people have people that aren't close enough to come to me,
Yes.
and they're hearing about it, but they
Yeah.
can't come to my clinic.
Yeah. And that's what I did with the 7 steps is I did it online. Yeah. So how can I help you today?
So the online, obviously we've got the footprint, amazing, from the course, and it'd be the same, but it's how to then streamline that online. So to make smart working basically. So people are interested, for me not to be sending everyone one bit by one bit. And then I've never done anything online, and what's the best platforms maybe to look at. And
Yeah, I mean, so tell me about where you're up to with your kind of online presence. Have you got a website? Have you got a social media page? Where do you kind of put yourself out there?
social media pages, I'm more Instagram than Facebook, but I do
Okay.
have both. Face Website is just being built, so that's why I'm having content creation and maybe someone managing my social media.
Amazing. So
Mm.
a couple of ideas that are coming to my mind. Um, you need a lead magnet. So you think about the web, right? It's big. So you think about your audience, right? Who am I targeting? What is the language people have been using when they've come to me, their pain and their problem?
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the transformation that this work is making and where has it led them to?
Yeah.
So think about your client's language when they're in the middle of their problem. What are they saying to themselves? How is life treating them? How are other people treating them? How are they treating themselves? So talk their talk.
Yeah.
So they want to know that so get yourself in their shoes. Are you feeling XYZ? And so that's how you capture the attention. Somebody reads it, they're going through a crisis or whatever it is that your niche clients go through. If they were to read that in on social media, the attention goes directed to that. So you've got to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're posting, when you're doing videos, and any marketing you do, stay there. Hang on, there they are. Right, give me a minute. So any marketing you do needs to speak the language of your clients, not the language, the jargon that
Mm-hmm.
might go to, but it's the language of your clients. Right, I'm getting my major arcana and I'm gonna have a little look at something for you. Okay. Just gonna do something for you now.
Okay.
So your language, your content, it needs to be Uranian. So the power is ruled by Uranus. So it needs to be out of the box, unconventional. Are your clients having kind of major life crises and
Yeah.
breakthrough downs and
Yeah.
it's a complete dismantling.
Mm-hmm.
So this card, so what I've tuned into there is asking what your Mercury should be, what your communication style should be, what's the language and flow that and tone and structure and everything that needs to when somebody reads it, what are they reading? So yours is quite dramatic. It's like major Are they the type of clients that
Yeah, nothing's light.
no? Do
Yeah,
they come to you and having a bit of a breakdown?
yeah, they've hit, don't know what's next, where to go.
So
What's
your life is feel like your life is falling apart. Everything around you is dismantling, and you don't know what to do about it, type
Mhm.
of thing.
Yeah.
You know, all of that kind of like, it's not fluffy. It's like your life is going through a fucking major crisis at the moment, and I have a program that can help you um, really have some awareness around how to deal with life in a more balanced approach where you feel you know your true value and self-worth,
Yeah.
and that you can set healthy boundaries, that you can rebuild a life that you love, where you're valued, you have self-worth, you have healthy boundaries, healthy relationships, and a healthy relationship with yourself. That kind of language. So does that
That sounds just like, yeah, what I do in clinic as well. And it's not fluffy. Unfortunately, the stuff you go through or what I get given is not, you can't be fluffy with it. I think you have to be
yeah.
to the point.
So I would have a brainstorming session where you just write down the words that you've heard
Mm-hmm.
and the stories that people have told you, and then just try and create some content around that.
Okay.
And you just say, you know, I'm looking to take X amount of women through this group. It's going to be online. Tell them the details. It's every 2 weeks. You get given embodiment homework. So every step of the way, you're kind of shedding the old layers of harmful patterns. And in between that, the process is helping you really rebuild your life layer by layer, step by step, by embodying and becoming the person that you want to become through
Mm-hmm.
self-awareness, through energetic alignment, and through conscious communication with you, the facilitator. Um, so the transformation that you're making is letting go. I mean, do you get people who are addicted?
Yeah, I work with addiction. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. That's so good. So you're getting people who are addicted, but all different things mean this card, but one of them is addictions. It's chains.
Mm-hmm.
It can also mean hard work as well, but um, this is where somebody is like addicted to something, whether it's just, it can be anything, sex, it can be work,
Yeah.
addicted to work,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
all types of different addictions, because they feel they are in a chokehold
Mm-hmm.
and they can't break free from it.
Yeah.
So the Uranus card is about breaking free. So it's like, I have something. I mean, obviously, you've got to be really careful with your claims and your promises. But if you have your testimonials,
Mm-hmm.
so people can say, I was here and this was what I was going through, and I did this program, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
So people can really believe that it's the magic is there if they do the work.
Mm-hmm.
So the first card, the Tower card, was all about completely breaking down to break through
Yeah.
in a really unconventional way. And then the transformation that you're making is freeing yourself from what's holding you back. You're not naming addictions, you're not claiming anything that might not be good. Um in on social media and stuff like that, you've got to be careful with what promises you make.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can say, I help you break free of the patterns, of the behavior, of the thoughts that are holding you back from your true potential, whether that be unhealthy unhealthy patterns with food, body image, relationships, even overworking, anything that you feel is not allowing you to be free,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm going to help you, because I wonder if a lot of people say to you, I just want to feel free.
Yeah. The trapped. That's a lot of what I get as well when I do Reiki before I go into this program as well. I think it's perfect to go in. It's like they've got chains around the ankles. they're trapped.
Use that language because that's exactly what the devil card is.
Okay.
In another deck, the devil card has two people chained by their ankles, I think.
That's where I unlock it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So use that language,
Okay.
and even go on to chat GTP if you use it,
Yeah.
which is great,
Mm-hmm.
and put in my clients. These are my clients, and these are the thing. This is the language they use when they come to have the 7 steps to spiritual alchemy program, or they come for Reiki,
Yeah.
and they tell me this, and this is the breakthrough that I make with them. Create content for me. I want to run a 7-week program. It's called the 7 steps to spiritual alchemy, and I want to get the message across that I help this type of people get to hear, and just see what. And you'll have to do it yourself, but it's really helpful.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
try that. Um, and then, so back to where we were. How do you do it? So you basically, first of all, you need to nail your message
Yeah.
first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think about thousands of people that are on social media, scroll, 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 you need to get their attention. So go in hard with the right language,
Yeah.
and then have something that you give them for free
Okay.
that's of really high value.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the chakra assessment.
Yeah.
You get them to, so you get their email.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably need to have something, an email list.
Yeah. I've just started building one of them off my booking system.
Perfect. So hopefully, whatever system you've got, you can create. Well, you've already got the asset, the chakra assessment.
Yeah.
You can host that somewhere. So you might need a bit of a techie type of person,
Yeah.
or for now, you can just say DM me
Okay.
if that works. But ideally, at some point, Suzanne, you need all this automating.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
So when you get your website, you can do it on there.
Okay.
Um, so you have a lead magnet, which is high value, free.
Yeah.
You get them on your email list.
Yeah.
So you have a funnel.
Mm-hmm.
Top of the funnel is the content marketing, getting your message out there. How many times a week are you posting? Are you doing videos, testimonials, blah, 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 blah. You go in with that.
Yeah.
And then you give them the lead magnet, always with a CTA, call to action.
Yeah.
Download the free lead magnet, see what chakras are kind of balanced and unbalanced, and if this program would be right for you. They get the lead, they sign up for the lead magnet, they're on an email nurture list.
Yeah.
So I'm on your list now, I'm interested, my life is going crazy, and I feel like I really would gonna benefit from this. I get the lead magnet, and then I start receiving nice nurture emails from you. I'm Suzanne. This is the work I do. These are the transformations I make. You have your testimonials, preferably video testimonials from the women that you've helped. And then they can start getting into your world. Next email, um, why I do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Next email, look at the amazing women. They were just like you, blah, 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 blah. Next email, keep your eyes peeled. Very soon, I'm going to be running an XYZ.
Yeah.
Any questions, send me a message. If you'd like to jump on a call, send me a message. And then you just touch points, touch points, touch points. But they need to see you in action. They don't just need an email with nobody's face. There's no trust involved. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I would never buy from somebody unless I checked them out in several different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So think about the ways that you can create content that builds up trust with your clientele, with
Yeah.
your to be clientele.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your testimonials, you can do little videos of yourself talking.
Yeah.
Um, anything like that is going to help that person go, believe in this person. She's real. if I part with my money, I kind of get a vibe from her. I think I'm going to give her a call. Actually, and you could offer jump on a call,
Mhm.
you know, um, and then you set a date for your thing. You already got this in mind. You set a date. You build up the excitement. You build up the trust. You build up the rapport. If they've got any questions, how do you want them to get in touch with you? Is it via email or DM you on social media? And then you're putting out all the time. I'm running this circle. Da 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 da. You give them a discount for joining early, and then hopefully, you've got enough bums on seats, and just think about a minimum number that you're going to need. Probably minimum number's 3.
Yeah.
You don't need to start massive. Start small, because this is where you're just starting,
Yeah.
and
Love
then you
that,
build.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And then you just build and build from there. You do it again. Maybe you start to run a challenge next time on Facebook where you create, in fact, you could do this and have it in your email nurture. You could create like 3 masterclass videos
Yeah.
that talk about the chakras, that talk about trauma, talk about energetic alignment, talk about healing. And you could just have 3. Doesn't need to be massive. It can just be you talking to camera or slides,
Mhm.
little series that they can listen to as they're going through your email nurture sequence. So then when it comes to buy, do you want to join? They
Yeah.
go, yeah, because they already feel like they know you.
Yeah. Mhm. Dog's playing up. Yeah,
Okay.
it's true that, because that's why I think the Reiki works, because they already know me now, and then I never have problems if I say that's the next recommendation. They're like, no, definitely not. Like, I've seen changes already. I'm going in.
That's exactly the thing. If you've got the trust in your client, like when I used to do the 7 steps, I used to get referrals because such and such had tried it, they'd gone into work, they'd told their colleague, so they wanted to try it.
Mhm.
So it's the trust.
Yeah.
And people, if you're online, how are you building trust with them? They're not coming into your shop.
Yeah. I've got to speak to them as if I'm there, but I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think just start there. Just start.
My signal okay? I think it might keep kicking out. With the technical side of it though, where would I do a lead magnet?
You can create them in Canva.
Okay, I've got, yeah,
So if you get Canva Pro is probably the best thing.
my
But
favorite
you've
app.
already got the chakra assessment, so you can use that as a lead magnet.
Mhm.
So you give them that, and they can complete it.
Yeah.
Or you can create a new one. Anything can be a lead magnet. A quiz, you can create a quiz on I think it's called Interact. Um Something interact. There's a quiz, and then you can even do a free one, I think. And so you could create your own quiz, but you've got to think, where is your current email list?
Yeah, on my booking, it's digital on my booking system.
Okay, so what features does your booking system have? It might not be.
Um,
You need like MailChimp or Active Campaign.
I've got MailChimp, but I get so confused.
Okay, you probably need a platform called Go High Level. Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay, we're going to be offering it, and this is not a sales plug because it's somebody else who's doing it. Um, so it kind of goes to her really, but it's such a good tool. Everything is in the back. I don't fully understand it, and nor do I really want to understand it right now in my life. But it's amazing for coaches because all your MailChimp, all your booking, everything that you do outside of your website gets brought right in. The features apparently are amazing,
Uh-huh.
and it's all under one roof, and it's low cost as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like you have to buy. It's not like you're spending thousands. I'm getting a new website built at the moment, and it's costing me an absolute bomb. I nearly fell off my chair. I did fall off my chair, but I know, but I need it for what I do. But you don't have that expense with Go High Level.
Okay.
It's like it's might be like £100 a month or something like that to
Yeah.
have everything under. I don't know, but we'll let you know anyway. I mean, it'd be amazing if you could come on this retreat in October, by the way.
Yeah, I have joined the waiting list.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it doors open Monday because you'll learn so much. You got like VIP
Yeah.
with all these experts, and Lisa, I think, is going to be offering you the funnel Go High
Okay.
Level thing on the day, I think. Um, you'd learn so much from that. In fact, you would not leave the retreat without having it all in place. Your content, your lead magnet, your signature offer, and all the automations in between. You
Yeah,
wouldn't leave
that
without having that.
I asked you about one-to-one coaching, and then you literally did that. So I thought, well, I might as well go and do that.
See, the coaching's okay, but actually, you just need to get that bit done. It's and coaching, it's like people could tell me till they're blue in the face and coach me, but actually doing it and having it done well is a different story. It's so fucking time consuming and energy draining. I hate it, as you can tell. Like, look at me now. This is, it's ridiculous the way I run my tech business. I just don't like tech. So anything that can get it out of your hands and into the hands of someone who's just going to do it because that's what they do for a living
Yeah, definitely. I'm up for that.
is so much easier. But there are so many strings to running an online business because if they don't buy into your program, then what are you going to do? You're going to let them fall off a cliff?
Mhm.
No, you need to have something else to offer them.
Yeah.
You know, basically, what you want to be thinking of is multiple streams of income,
Mhm.
not just one. Like, oh, well, hopefully they'll buy. Well, they didn't buy this time. So what are you going to do with them now?
Okay.
And most people haven't got a clue what to do with them now.
Mhm.
You okay, you've done your challenge, or they didn't join at that time, a group of them. So what happens to them?
Yeah.
So there's so much to think about, and I am not an expert
Mhm.
in it. I know what I know, but there's so much that I don't know.
Yeah. It's like everything, isn't it? I suppose when you start it though, then you'll see like a bit of a gap, or you'll speak. You can only learn that as you're doing it, I suppose.
It's having the knowledge to know how it should go.
Mhm.
And then when you kind of know, okay, it looks like this, X, Y, Z, then you'll know the gaps you need to fill.
Yeah.
So if you've got people on your email nurture list and they don't buy, then you need a downsell.
Mhm.
You need an upsell. You need a downsell.
Keep going.
Yeah. And you need an email nurture sequence. And then you need to keep building the trust points. So when you open the challenge again, or maybe they want to work one to one with you, they're in your world. Like I'll have people on my list for a couple of years, or they'll take one course and then they'll buy a bigger course because they've experienced me.
Yeah.
So that's what you've got to think about your business. So how are they experiencing you, and how do they feel that you are the go-to person for them in this area?
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. I'll think of that as well.
It's overwhelming. Just think about one thing at a time, really, I guess, and we can help you with the rest. But like I say, like people say to me, how do I get started? How do I get going? Well, it's not just like you do this one thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm like that anyway. But my thing is to try and focus on one thing, because sometimes I get into I want everything sorted before I do it. And that
Mm.
doesn't work. You need to do it and then keep.
Probably the biggest thing I'd say to you now is get your testimonials in order. And if anybody would do a video testimonial, and all you want for them to say, 50 seconds, that's all it needs to be, less than a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be longer and you can have it edited down, but it's like, okay, why did you join the program? And you can jump on a Zoom with them and you can ask them the questions. Okay, so why did you decide to do this program, the 7 Steps to Spiritual Alchemy? What place were you in when you said yes? Why did you feel you need it and XYZ? And then tell me about the transformation it's made in your life. So, and what would you say to other people who were potentially in a similar situation, thinking about it? What would you say to them?
Yeah.
And just so get those testimonials in place.
I think they're more trustworthy if people see them speaking it than, because anyone could type anything, couldn't they?
Yeah, it would be good if you could do that if the women are prepared to do it.
Yeah. I will ask because, like I said, I've got people coming in, recording, doing content, so I could just get them in anyway.
Yeah, and if you're ever doing anything, and like I'm doing this with you now, and I'll say, can I film it and use it for social media? If you ever do any pro bono, or just say someone, I'll do some pro bono, but do you mind if we just film little bits,
Yeah.
not the sacred bits, but just the little bits
Hmm.
where y- people might like to see a meditation in action,
Yeah.
things like that. The content is the key because that's how you get it out there,
Yeah.
and that's what piques people want to see what's going on.
Hmm.
So think about how much more content you can create.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I've asked someone. I've got help on that as well because, like you say, that's another job, isn't it?
Well, if you come on the retreat, we've got a social media girl coming in. She's doing like 2-3 hour workshop because
Yeah.
I'm rubbish on social media. But just having a coffee with her, she taught me so much just within that like half an hour we were together. She taught me some tips and I just started doing it. So it was just little things about how to do videos, how to then, it's just once you know, you'll be so, and it's so easy. But until somebody tells you, you haven't got a clue and it looks shit.
And then you're
So
so annoyed all them hours you spent, like, I just needed to do that.
exactly. It's like, oh my God, I feel like a right dumbass now. But they're experts, they do it every day for a living. So the more social media you can create, walking into your shop, doing a little video. So excited. Got a Reiki client who's transitioned into the 7 Steps to Spiritual Alchemy. This is such an amazing, it's a 14-week program. I'm going to be opening up online so I can reach more people. If you're interested, go to the link and you can put a link in your story and it'll link to, I don't know, wherever, or DM me,
Yeah.
whatever, and keep going on and doing little videos about it.
Yeah, will do. Thank you. I've got a lot more clearer what I need to.
Good. You're getting there. I'm so happy to hear of the amazing work you're doing. Well done.
No, thank you. I like watching all the stuff, and like you say, the CPD that I've just signed up for, as well. I think that's helpful in this area because you don't get it really in this
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. That'll just keep like continuously giving you education and tools and techniques and resources and things like that. So it's really good. Well done.
Thank you very much for having a call with me anyway. And yeah, I'll wait for Monday.
My pleasure, babe. See you soon. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.